Many people wonder which characters will return for the new Toy Story movie. But did you know we'll see the return of even more characters than we could ever imagine? Do you remember Bo Peep, Woody's girlfriend who became a toy without an owner? Many people thought she wouldn't appear anymore after leaving with the cowboy and other toys. But the confirmation that Woody will be in the new movie sparked theories that Bo Peep would appear as well. And those theories turned out to be true when some Toy Story 5 promotional toy images surfaced online, because images of Bo Peep are present on those toys. She will definitely appear in the movie, and it's easy to imagine that her appearance will be directly tied to Woody. The two of them should still be together and will have to reunite with their old friends to help them. Now that we know Bo Peep will make her presence felt in Pixar's new production, of course Giggle McDimples will be there as well. She is Bo Peep's best friend and is always by her side. Just like Woody's girlfriend, Giggle McDimples appears in promotional products alongside the new toys from the movie. And this is just the beginning, because we're going to talk about all 17 characters you didn't know are going to appear in Toy Story 5. And for you who made it this far, we have a special invitation. Click the join button down below and become part of our exclusive group of subscribers. We have 3 plans for you to choose from. You can become a Wave Fund member and use our badges on your profile and special emojis in the channel's video comments. Or you can become a Wave Plus member and get early access to our videos and priority replies in the comments. But if you want access to our exclusive members-only videos and polls, you can become a Wave Max member. Starting at $2.99, you can become the newest member of Cinewave. Click now and get even closer to us. Ducky and Bunny are 2 characters introduced in Toy Story 4 that many people thought wouldn't show up here, especially because they're also part of Bo Peep's group of toys without owners. The truth is that since the marketing was making almost no reference to the previous movie, a lot of people started thinking that Toy Story 4 would be completely ignored, as if it had never happened. But guess what? That's right, the 2 of them also appear in Toy Story 5 promotional toys, showing that the events of the previous movie will be respected. It looks like Bo Peep's entire group will appear in Toy Story 5, and if that's true, it means we'll also see the toy voiced by Keanu Reeves in the original language, Duke Kaboom. He also left along with Woody and the other free toys. There's no reason within the story for us not to see him when Woody shows up, unless Pixar doesn't want to hire Keanu Reeves again, which is understandable since he's probably a pretty expensive actor. Thinking about the characters already confirmed to appear in Toy Story 5, we can tell that Pixar isn't afraid to bring elements back from the previous movies. On top of that, Disney loves to surprise die-hard fans, and an incredible way to do that would be to bring back Lotso, the villain from Toy Story 3. He's considered by many to be one of Pixar's cruelest villains. While many villains aren't truly evil, Lotso was a huge threat to Woody's group. Seeing him return would bring back a feeling of danger and fear about what could happen to our characters, just like we felt when watching the 3rd movie. And that would explain why Lilypad, the new villain, seems so manipulative. She could have some kind of connection to Lotso himself, who knows? Speaking of villains, just imagine if we got the return of Zurg, Buzz Lightyear's arch-enemy in Toy Story 5. The toy appeared in Toy Story 2 and ended up causing quite a few problems for the other toys, and there are good reasons for him to return in the new movie. The Zurg that could appear in Toy Story 5 doesn't have to be the same one from the other movies, since there are multiple identical toys, especially because the main reason for him to appear is that there will be an entire army of Buzz Lightyears in this new Toy Story, and there's a chance they could end up becoming enemies of the main characters. And that's where Zurg comes in. A toy version of Buzz's greatest enemy could be unleashed, maybe even by the original Buzz himself, to fight against the other Lightyears. If you're also excited to see all these characters returning in Toy Story 5, leave a comment down below. #return. Going back to the characters that have been 100% confirmed, it's time to talk about Dolly. She's very interesting because she's one of Bonnie's toys that didn't come from Andy, and of course, the leader of all those toys, at least until she passed that role on to Jessie. Even so, Dolly will continue to have a certain level of importance, since she also appears in Toy Story 5 merchandise. Will she be essential to this new adventure, or will she be pushed to the background, even though she's still present in a few scenes? That's also a question we need to ask about Forky. He was extremely important in Toy Story 4, and even the marketing marketing focused heavily on him, since much of the fourth movie's story revolved around him. Luckily for those who like Forky, he appeared in the Toy Story 5 teaser, so it's obvious that he will show up. The question is, will he be important, or will he have much less screen time? It looks like the second option, since he barely appeared in the movie's promotional material, unless they're hiding the character, so we'll be surprised in theaters when we realize that Forky is absolutely essential to the new story. Barbie and Ken are two of the coolest toys in Toy Story, simply because, well, they're Barbie and Ken, toys that exist in real life. Barbie even got her own live-action movie. To this day, it still feels a bit surreal that Mattel, the company that owns the doll's rights, agreed to let her and Ken appear in the Toy Story movies. Even though they aren't Bonnie's toys and aren't with Bo Peep's group, there's a very easy way to fit them into Toy Story 5. Based on what we know about the story, Jessie will have to go after her friends in different locations. Woody will be with Bo Peep, but some of their other friends are likely to be in different places. It's very possible that some of them ended up at Sunnyside Daycare from Toy Story 3. The detail is that Barbie and Ken still live there to this day and became the leaders of the place, turning the daycare into a paradise for the other toys. We need to agree on one thing. Ever since Woody was confirmed in Toy Story 5, fans have been theorizing about how he will return. His confirmation was one of the main reasons many people believe the fifth movie would ignore Toy Story 4, but the presence of so many characters from that movie proves that won't be the case. And if we combine that with the fact that the story is about Jessie reuniting her friends, it becomes clear that she will probably meet Woody again years after he separated from Bonnie's toys. Buzz Lightyear is another character who will be back. We'll see both the original version of the character and dozens of other Buzz Lightyears, since, as we mentioned before, there will be an entire army of toys of the same model as Buzz Lightyear running around. And everything we know about this army suggests they'll be hilarious. Right now, Buzz Lightyear's exact role in the movie still isn't very clear. He'll probably be alongside Jessie and the other toys from the very beginning of the film. If she has to go after him later on, that separation should happen sometime early in the movie. People know that Jessie will be in Toy Story 5, but most still don't understand how important she will be. The cowgirl won't just be a supporting character, but the main character of this new story. The movie will be her journey as the new leader of Bonnie's toys, and she'll have to do the impossible to deal with Lily Pad. As we mentioned before, at some point, Jessie will have to go after the other toys, who will end up getting separated for some reason, and it's possible that we'll only find out why when the movie is finally released. Ever thought about always having new animation content on your feed? Just subscribe and hit the bell. It's time to take a good look at the Toy Story 5 teaser, don't you agree? This video served many purposes. First of all, it introduced us to the movie's main villain, Lily Pad, a kid's tablet. It was also very useful for giving us a look at the visuals of the new movie, which will feature animation that's much more detailed and realistic than the previous films. On top of that, it also confirmed the return of some of the most beloved characters in the franchise, like Rex. Everyone seems nervous because of Lily Pad, but his anxiety will definitely go to another level, since he has always been a very cowardly dinosaur. Along with Rex, of course, we'll also see Slinky, that spring-bodied dog. Everyone has wanted a toy like that at some point, whether because a Slinky Dachshund toy is simply a brilliant idea, or because Slinky himself is pure charisma. He will definitely be one of the first to want to help Jessie if necessary, and we're hoping we'll get to see him reunite with Woody. It would be a shame if only Jessie and Buzz reunited with the cowboy, but we're betting Pixar will also show him reuniting with Slinky and all of his old friends. They wouldn't miss the chance to do that. The teaser also showed that one of the funniest couples in the saga will be returning. We won't just see Mr. Potato Head coming back, but Mrs. Potato Head as well. They've been around since the very beginning, and to our delight, they'll be sticking around for much longer. Not all of the classic toys that Bonnie received from Andy appeared in the teaser, but that doesn't mean the ones who didn't show up will be left out of Toy Story 5. Promotional toys also confirmed that Ham will be returning, which is a huge relief for everyone who laughed at the incredible scenes he took part in throughout the older movies. Just imagine if he suddenly disappeared without a trace. That would be incredibly sad, so losing that concern brings a big sense of relief for anyone. Even though she didn't appear in the teaser, Bonnie, the toy's owner, won't be ignored in the new movie. She will appear again, especially since the story will begin with the little girl being gifted Lily Pad. We can tell this because we can hear her mother calling her by name in the teaser. That's right, the toys won't be getting a new owner or anything like that. They'll continue with the same little girl Andy gave his toys to at the end of Toy Story 3. Do you think he would be happy with the way she's been treating his old toys? Take the chance and watch the 2 videos we left on the screen. I'm sure you'll have fun. See you soon.